Hello, this is Rory with the Love Chat, and today's topic is first love. Now, this is video number 246. If you have a question you'd like for me to consider featuring on the Love Chat, please write it in a comment below, and if you enjoy these videos, I would be so very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. If you would like coaching on your particular situation, just visit my website, thelovechat.net/coaching, where I'm offering a discount. Just use the promo code TLC2020. Now then, let's talk about first love, first relationships. This is something that a lot of people, particularly in the younger 20s, maybe 18 to 24, usually ask. And it is, how do you handle first love, first relationships? They always say that being in a relationship from, again, I'm generalizing the age, but about 18 to 24, maybe 25, is usually the first time you've ever seriously fallen in love. Obviously, not everybody falls into this category, so it's not a big deal if this video doesn't apply to you. But how do you handle a breakup if this is the first time you've ever fallen in love? And I hate to break it to you, but it's pretty much just like every other time you've ever fallen in love. It's the same process. But what I'll say is tricky is that the first time you've fallen in love can be so different because you aren't going in equipped with any sort of knowledge. You've never been through it. You don't know what the right things to do, the wrong things to do. You don't know this person's particulars, and they don't know your particulars and quirks and behaviors. And not only that, but because you're in your first major relationship, the likelihood that you're younger is higher. And with being younger in your age comes being younger in terms of world experience and wisdom. Those are things that you gain from going through experiences and learning how to do experiences better next time. So since you're younger, you're less likely, doesn't mean definitely, but less likely to have gone through many of those experiences that help you be the sort of well-rounded, certain person that you come to be later in your life. There tends to be more questions of who am I? And insecurity and the need for validation tends to be higher when you're younger. And so not only that, but your emotions are still developing and your maturity level is still developing. And so sometimes things that were just not big deals got escalated into huge events, huge fights, simply because we didn't know the proper way to communicate our feelings. Now, I want to be very clear that this is not me saying that everybody who has their first relationship is in the 18 to 24, 25 range. And that's not to say that everybody from 18 to 24 or 25 doesn't have their shit together. However, it does mean that in the interest of common sense, you're usually less likely to have your shit together than somebody who's maybe 40. The reality of being in your first relationship is that you're so worried about making sure that everything goes right that usually our anxieties and fears take the better of us. In fact, if you think about it, that's what happens in almost every relationship. There's fear, there's anxiety, there's the yearning for everything to go just right, to make sure that the other person feels as happy as you feel, and you want to know that they're okay and how you can make their day more okay. And so typically we become a bit overbearing, but all in all, first relationships are rough because it's the first time you've ever felt that way. The first time you've ever experienced these feelings in a way that allowed you to actually manifest and explore them. This is different than just having a crush on somebody. This is you actually getting to explore all the different bits and pieces that create a relationship. And this is the first time you learn what it's like to have a fight with somebody who is romantic. This is probably the first time you're ever having sex, which just triggers a whole case of hormones that we won't even get into. It's the first time that you felt intimate with somebody, and the first time that you're taking them on dates and trying to impress them and showing them, hey, I can be this person for you. You can be this person for me, and together we can do this. And who knows? Maybe we'll get married. Maybe we'll have kids. When a relationship is young and new and it's the first time you're ever doing it, everything seems so fresh and novel, and I've never been here before. So by the time you get to your second or third relationships, it's not that they're not wonderful and that they don't work out really well. It's that you've done it before. You've experienced this. You're not a novice at it anymore. In fact, you're a veteran. At this point, I'm going to say something unpopular, but it's something we all know and we've all acknowledged. First relationships almost always fail. Is that because we're inexperienced? Yes. And I want to go out of my way and say that first relationships aren't necessarily doomed to fail. And no contact can work on your first relationship probably even better than any other relationship, typically because of your age, because of the anxiety surrounding being that younger age, because you're still figuring out who you are and what you need, and sometimes that can bring a person right back to you, the last time they remember themselves being secure and safe. But first relationships do tend to fail, simply because everybody in the picture is learning. Your first relationship should be a time to grow, a time to better yourself, and a time to understand that you're going to have a couple more shots at this again. So learn everything you can. Grow as much as you can. Become the best person you can. And ultimately understand that what makes you the most attractive to anybody is living your own life and having a sense of confidence. I said this in a coaching earlier today. Your partner should not be your missing piece. You should have your own life, your own goals, and your own sense of purpose, and this is a companion who can join you along the way while they accomplish their own goals and their own sense of purpose. And it's much easier to have a goal and a sense of purpose as you get a bit older and a bit more certain in your life and who you are as a person. The reality is that no contact is effective, just like having confidence and loving yourself is effective. And so if you're on this channel, you've undoubtedly heard a video regarding no contact, and if you're going through a breakup and it's your first relationship, I highly recommend you do no contact. Give them time to miss you. Give yourself time to grow. And together, we can all get just a little better at relationships, and this can all get just a little easier. That's all I had for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Please leave a comment down below and tell me what you thought of this video and what videos you'd like to see in the future. If you enjoy my videos and you'd like to see exclusive new videos every week, including 2 which are releasing tonight, just visit my Patreon, patreon.com/thelovechat. Until next time.